Fellow citizens of Thomasville, I'm glad that you came out today to discuss this important issue. Now, I know some of you are concerned about us meeting to discuss making marijuana, medical marijuana, legal in Thomasville. Now, I know that you guys are upset, especially parents who have witnessed a young child taking medical marijuana. But I want you to know that we've thought long and hard about this decision. We've done a lot of research, a lot of clinical studies that brought us to this decision. Now, there are many benefits to the use of medical marijuana. Now, marijuana is nothing new. It's antediluvian in history. But some of the benefits can help people live more fulfilling lives. Let's take little Taylor. Taylor is a 4-year-old boy who was diagnosed with a terminal cancer. Before taking medical marijuana, Taylor found it hard to get out of bed, let alone go to school. And like many 4-year-olds, Taylor loves to play baseball. But before being administered the drug, Taylor could not go out and throw a ball. He could never keep down any of his food, and he was always in pain. So I want to ask you this while we're talking. What if it was your child that was in constant pain, that couldn't keep their food down, who couldn't go to school, who couldn't play with other kids? What if it was you who suffered chronic pain all the time? Which brings me to David. David is a sufferer of fibromyalgia. He has constant pain from his neck all the way down to his legs. It got so bad for David that it made it impossible for him to work. Eventually, the bills started to mount up and he lost his job. Not only did he lose his job, he lost his home and eventually his family. Through research, now David is currently on medical marijuana, which is being monitored by medical personnel and given with the prescription. And now he is feeling a lot better. Now, we're not saying this is a fix-all for everything, but it does help make people's lives easier. And for little Taylor, although his cancer is terminal, it will make his days that he has left a little more enjoyable. Now, as for David, he is working, he's gainfully employed, and he is working on getting his family back. So it does help people and it does change lives. Now, there are legitimate reasons, like I said, to use it. Now, of course, there are bad things that happen with the use of marijuana, whether it's medical or non-medical. But just like any drug, it can be abused. We have an uprise of people misusing prescription drugs such as codeine, Tylenol, codeine, NyQuil, all the over-the-counter, oxycodone, prescription drugs. So just like we have to monitor those drugs, we have to monitor medical marijuana. Now, there will be some qualifications in place, and as we speak, there are some laws that are going through Congress to try to get these measures approved so this drug does not fall in the wrong hands. Now, you will have to, if you are approved for medical marijuana, it has to be prescribed by a doctor. At all times, you are required to carry a marijuana medical card on you at all times, and you have to get a checkup every 6 months, and you're only allowed to get a prescription every 12 months for a certain amount, just so that you're not abusing it. Now, I want to bring this to the people because we had a meeting before where a lot of people were upset that the child was given medical marijuana, and they were just so appalled. But again, I ask you, what if it was your child suffering pain and someone had the answer to make their life just a little bit better? I'm not sure about you, but I'm a mother and a grandmother. To see my child or my grandchildren suffer when there's something out there that can help them, I'd want to see if it would work. So again, imagine it was your child or imagine it was you. So with that being said, I want to open the floor to questions. Yes.
My cousin in Lexington has a company called Marijuana Plus, and they sell little pills that have all your marijuana supplements for the day. And are they going to go out of business if this is illegal?
As long as they're one of the legally approved shops and they're not an under the table type shop, then there will be no problems. As a matter of fact, if they are an approved shop, we will give that list to some of the pharmacies around Thomasville where they can refer their patients who are on the drug to.
concerned about a child who might need medical marijuana, who might have parents who would see another use for that medical marijuana rather than giving the prescribed dose to their son. What kind of safeguards are there for that? What would stop them from giving their child half of his marijuana and selling the rest for money on the street or using it themselves? What kind of safeguards are there for the children who can't speak for themselves?
And that is a very good question, Sharon. Right now, like I said, we have some laws to help prevent these types of situations from happening, trying to go through Congress right now. But I will say we can't 100% protect someone just from falling into the wrong hands. We do give parents counseling on the purpose of the drug and the benefits, the consequences of addiction. And they have to get counseling before the prescription is even given to them. So again, we can't 100% guarantee, but they are giving counseling, and hopefully as a parent, you're using this drug for your child and your child only. No more concerns?
Well, it seems to me that there's already a lot of pain, a lot of medications out there that we have that are legal already that would have the same kind of question or risk that you would have a prescription for a child, an older teenager would take it, and so it doesn't seem much different. But I'm wondering, why is there something different about marijuana that we would need this in addition to all the things we already have for pain management?
Well, because marijuana is a more natural drug, born from the earth, it has the special drug, the special ingredient called supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in it. So, and that is found in no other drug. And now in the form of the marijuana, we feel that that would be the best drug to treat your child with medical marijuana. Okay.
I was wondering if insurance would cover the cost of Doritos and Taco Bell and the other types of food a person might crave if they're taking this drug.
Unfortunately, they would not, however, because that would take us over into the obesity drug, and we don't want to cross-contaminate those drugs, so unfortunately not. Any more questions? Well, again, I thank you for coming out to this meeting, and I hope that you can see how, with the proper use and monitoring by the medical community, that medical marijuana can be beneficial. Medical marijuana can be beneficial.